Hello and welcome to the course of Sports Event Management. This is the first module on Introduction to Sporting Events. In this module, we will look at the definitions of sports, consumers, and events. The objectives of this session are to define sports, consumers, and events happening globally, to identify types of sports consumers, to discuss the different formats of sports events. We start with definition of sport. The Oxford Dictionary 2020 defines sport as an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or a team competes against another or others for entertainment. Few examples sports activities include gladiators of Rome, the ancient Olympic Games of Greece, pistol duels, bear baiting from centuries past, and even many types of circus acts. The Cambridge Dictionary 2022, however, says sports is a game, competition, or activity needing physical effort and skill that is played or done according to rules for enjoyment and or as a job. During the 20th century, taking part in sport became a major activity for millions and millions of people around the world of all ages and backgrounds. Now we come to a question which would take 30 seconds for you to think, and then we will start answering the question. Which is the first sport discipline people have ever experienced? And where and how did it all begin? I will give you 30 seconds to answer this question. So I hope you are through with the answer. The first recorded ancient Olympic Games was held at Athens in 7076 BC. There was only one event, a foot race. Later games included other events such as wrestling, boxing, equestrian, discus, javelin, and jumping. On around the same time, the only sport mentioned in the Bible is said to be wrestling. Competitions involving hitting, kicking, throwing a ball-like object, as well as sports related to hunting and throwing would also be expected to have been played in earlier times. Many sports have developed as competitions from means of early transportation such as horse riding and canoeing, and from military activities such as rifle shooting and archery. The next in the discussion is consumers of sports. The consumers of sports. The sports industry exists to satisfy the needs of three distinct types of consumers, mainly spectators, participants, and sponsors. The spectator as consumer. Spectators are consumers who derive their benefit from the observation of the event. The sports industry, as we know, it would not exist without spectators. Spectators observe the sporting event in two broad ways. They attend the event or they experience the event via chosen media outlet, that is radio, television, and internet. The participant as consumer. In addition to watching sports, more people are becoming active participants in a variety of sports at a variety of competitive levels. The following table shows core competition or participation in sports and fitness activities. As the number of participants grows, the need for sports marketing expertise in these areas also increases. There are two broad classifications of sports participants: those that participate in unorganized sports and those that participate in organized sports. The following table that you can see in the screen shows that walking for fitness accounts for 114 0.1 million participants. Bowling goes for 55.9 million participants. This data has been taken from US residents over the age of 6 years. The source of the data is Sports and Fitness Industry Association, www.sfia.org. Now we come to one more question on sporting events. This will help you to understand the different formats of sporting events that we have globally. Can you tell us the difference between unorganized and organized sporting events? I give you 30 seconds to think about the answer. I hope you have pondered over the question and come up with a probable answer. To clarify your answer and make it more appropriate, unorganized sports events are the sporting activities people engage in that are not sanctioned or controlled by external authority. Kids playing a pickup game of basketball, teenagers skateboarding, or people playing street roller hockey, as well as fitness runners, joggers, and walkers are only a few types of the sporting activities that millions of people participate in each day. The number of people who participate in unorganized sports is difficult to estimate. We can see how large this market is by looking at the unorganized sport for home fitness. We can see that the size of the market for unorganized sports is huge, and there are opportunities for sports event marketers to serve the needs of these customers. Whereas organized sporting events refer to sporting competitions that are sanctioned and controlled by an authority such as a league or association or sanctioning body. There are two types of participants in organized events: amateur and professional. Amateur sporting events refer to sporting competitions for athletes who do not receive compensation for playing the sport. Amateur competitions include recreational youth sports at the instructional and elite levels. High school sports controlled at the state level through leagues, intercollegiate sports, National Collegiate Athletic Association from Division 1 to 3, National Association of Intercollegiate Associations, NAIA, and National Junior College Athletic Association, NJCAA, Olympics, and adult community-based recreational sports, coming under the boundary of organized sporting events. Professional sports are also commonly classified by minor league or major league status. As for example, Indian Premier League, popularly known as IPL in India, sponsors as consumers. Other equally important consumers in sports marketing are the many business organizations that choose to sponsor sports. In sports sponsorship, the consumer, in most cases a business, is exchanging money or product for the right to associate its name or product with a sporting event, creating a commercial competitive advantage for both parties. And this ends us to this session. I hope you have enjoyed the session as I have while delivering the session on sports event management. Thank you.